Well, hey guys, how's it going? Were you guys able to hop in and play Wayfinder yet? Don't worry, I also sat there with you guys furiously mashing the login button, but more on that later. Hey look, at least you guys don't have to stare at the same trailer play on repeat for all my videos, so that's a plus. But this week we of course had the delay of the launch of the game, the actual launch itself, as well as some community reaction to Wayfinder. I'm here to do my best to cover it all. Alright, let's dive in with the delay because of course I made a couple of videos about it and there were some rather strong reactions throughout the community. If I had to take a guess, this was a delay due to Sony, and a lot of the statements that were put out, quote unquote, our partners were used, which could likely be summed down to an issue with Sony. If a dev wants to correct me, please do, but we haven't gotten official confirmation of the reason behind the delay yet, so there really isn't too much to speculate beyond that. At least it wasn't longer, but you could argue that due to the login issues that everyone is having, maybe it would have been better to delay the game further to ensure the servers worked properly, or potentially look into a technical test before the game even launched in the first place. Regardless, launch day was rough, the day after launch is still rough, and I'm not putting that lightly at all, but I guess we do have 6 long months ahead for Airship Syndicate to work out the kinks with the servers. But I will eat my words a little bit here from a past video again and echo the words of the infamous Snoop: fix your servers. But with that out of the way, once I was in the game playing with the short time that I had, I was enjoying it at a base level. It's definitely a lot to learn right out the gate, but when the game works, I think it works pretty well. I'll have a video review going up later next week on the channel with my early access thoughts and opinions in the game, but for right now, I'll leave it at just that. By the way, if you guys managed to get into the game at all this weekend, but are missing any of your Founders Pack's items that you paid for, pause and read the statement now. And that should get you all sorted, hopefully. I'm personally hoping for a more widespread statement about this because I know a lot of people are missing their items, but as for right now, that's all you can do. If I had to say one word that summarizes the community reaction to everything that went on yesterday and today, I would say it's been rough. And in a lot of cases, it's pretty justified if I have to be honest. Even if I am enjoying the game as much as I've played this far, if you can't handle the server load for the entire launch day, scratch that, over 24 hours now leading to the game being down, it's not acceptable. Especially when there's a price that people are paying up front, no matter how you slice it. I'm not here to offer solutions to the devs. I'm sure they're more than capable of figuring that on their own. Plus there's plenty of that coming from the community as well, but man, I feel bad for some of you that again may have taken the day off to play the game and were met with additional login issues for the entire day. It's not acceptable, and I can't be surprised that this happened, but I can be upset that it went on for as long as it did. At the time of writing, I was just put to the front of the queue and then told to restart in the Discord, and that put me all the way back down 20,000 places in the queue. So I understand your guys' frustration. In fact, a lot of you guys are feeling the same way as me, and at the time of writing, Wayfinder is sitting at a mostly negative 32% on the Steam store. This is not an ideal way to launch a game. They have continuously spoken about how more and more features will be added to the game if the community support is there, and if they wanted to speedrun killing the community, this is the first step on how to do it. There's no other ways to put it. But enough on that. I want to talk about one of the main subjects floating around the Wayfinder subreddit, and that is the cash shop. I'll go ahead and throw up the example image of concern right now. Admittedly, the concern that the Redditor brings up doesn't sway me to stop playing the game or anything like that. If anything, I just got done playing Palia, and I literally welcome any other cash shop. I agree that the price brackets are indeed scummy, but you can't ignore that you do in fact have the opportunity to grind and earn the cosmetics or weapons in the game, which is a step above a lot of other in-game systems. Ultimately, Wayfinder will be a free-to-play game, and it will act like one in a lot of senses. This is a red flag for sure, I'm not arguing that, but if people want to pay to skip in an early access game with limited content, only to be bored for the next 6 months, more power to them. But there has been a post I've seen on the community forums about how they want fair and equal pricing, because the pricing structure of the game right now is not okay. It's pretty predatory if you ask me. So I'll go ahead and leave a link down below. You can upvote that, and hopefully we can bring some attention to that as well. But that's my wrap up for this week. Have you gotten into the game? How are you feeling about it so far? If you can't tell, I'm extremely disappointed that it's come to this. Obviously, from an objective standpoint, there's a long road ahead, but on the other hand, if you knew it was going to be this bad, why release the game yet? There had to have been some internal numbers estimating the popularity of the game and players they were expecting at launch, which makes this baffling as either their numbers were way off or I'm not even sure what the alternative is. But leave a comment down below and let me know what you are feeling. Also, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more Wayfinder weekly roundups, and I'll catch you all in the next video.